Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Good morning, Lewis.
Thank you for inviting me to your house.
It's a pleasure having you.
I must admit, for me to drive 4.5 hours to get here, it really has to be something special. And I give credit to your wife. She's very, very convincing, man. I couldn't get her off the phone. She was so excited talking to me about a set of leads that apparently have almost magical properties. Well, here we are. Tell me more about it.
Okay. These amazing lids, right, they come in one set. They are made in Italy and they are surgical stainless steel. Now, with these lids, they fit most pots and pans in a domestic household. For example, this is a smaller size lid. You can put it on your smallest pot you have, right, and they all fit. That's on that one there. Then you have the larger size, right, that you can fit on there and you can be used on the larger pans. Do you know? Right.
Okay, so far you've explained to me that you've got a set of lids that fit different saucepans. What's the function? Why can't I just use another lid from my kitchen? Why do I need to have this lid?
Okay, with these amazing lids, you will find is that they save you time, they save you money, you don't have a mess in the kitchen, and most of all is that it's amazing how quickly the food can be cooked, and also too, all the food can be put in at the same time, and then you start cooking.
Paul, you're making some really amazing claims here. You realize that, don't you?
Yes, yes.
You stand by this?
Yes. It's very hard to believe, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce you to my wife, Josie.
Hi, Lois. How are you?
Hi, Josie. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
Your husband has really made some amazing claims here. I hope you can prove it right.
I will, and now we're going to start straight away with cooking.
I can't wait. I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yes.
Don't worry.
Let's go.
Yes. Let's start.
You're going to demonstrate your amazing lids. What's on the menu?
Okay, we got a fish and chips for start. What do you
Fish
think about
and
that?
chips. Fish and chips in Australia, of course.
It's very popular here.
Okay, so how do we do that? And actually, I would like to be able to help you as well. Is that okay if I give you a hand?
Of course, that's why I got you here to do all the work.
Okay, and then you do the eating, all right.
Okay.
Good.
Now, you know, every time, to be in a kitchen, all the time myself,
yes.
we used to do always warm up the oil, let the oil go brown, and put the chips in, splash everywhere, and all this. But now, we're going to change that with the special lids.
Do you mean I don't have to preheat the oil?
No.
Do you have to use olive oil? Or?
You can use even vegetable. I cook healthy, I use olive oil.
Great.
So you put the oil in.
How much oil do we need?
Well, you put the same amount you will use in the deep fried, whatever.
So basically what we have here is just fish. Is that
That's
like,
a fillet.
can we use any fish?
Any fish
Any
you
fish?
like.
And what have we done here? What have you done before I got here?
I just, that is been washed
Yeah.
and chop in a small like a fish cocktail. Right?
And I can see
in the flour.
in the flour. That's all, just flour.
Just
no
the flour.
seasoning, just
Nothing.
flour. So basically you're saying to me that I'll just put it in cold oil.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, maybe that's a very unorthodox way of doing things, but I want to see what comes out of this. Okay. Does it matter? They've got a little bit of frost.
Doesn't matter.
We want splatter everywhere.
No.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now what I can see here, I need to put a little bit more oil just to cover the chips, right? Okay.
Exactly right.
Good. You're a very good teacher. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll try. Okay. So we'll put this.
I tell you now.
Tell me.
When you eat the fish and chips,
Yes.
the chips doesn't get the smell of the fish.
So the flavors actually stay separate.
Yes.
So chips taste like chips,
Yes.
and fish tastes like fish.
Yes.
But they're together. They're touching each other.
You get yourself to test yourself. You done now?
Josie, I don't know. Okay.
I have nothing magic.
Okay, fair enough. Look, I can't wait to start this. 10 minutes went past,
Yeah.
and you claim this is going to be ready, yeah? Okay.
You have a look.
It looks good. The color's good. And how about we serve it?
Yes. Okay.
And actually, the lid is not even that hot.
No.
Amazing. Where can I put it, please, Josie?
I get this away from you, and
Away
then
from
you can.
Okay, let me have the honor of serving this.
Okay.
Okay, here we are, guys. Fish and chips in 10 minutes, cooked in the same pot, Josie style. Here we go. We'll put a little fish in here. And it does look good, yes. It does look rather good. Surprisingly, we started cooking with cold oil. We mixed everything together, all at the same time. Cooked in 10 minutes. There is no mess. Here we are, guys. Fish and chips in 10 minutes. No smell, no mess. Just a little bit of oil that's not even dirty, and you can use it another 10 times. Josie, I'm convinced already. This is good.
So the
This is
4.5 hours of driving, that's worth for you?
So far, yes. I want to see what else you can show me. Okay, but I haven't even actually tasted this, so I'm going to have a little taste.
Okay.
Have a look.
Crunchy?
Crunchy. It's not oily at all.
No.
I don't know how you did it. You put it in cold oil and it's not even oily. Fantastic. Excellent. We're cooking a pasta dish, a traditional pasta Italian dish. We have 100 grams of onion, and then we're going to put our pasta, is that right?
Yes.
The next thing we put as our mushrooms,
Yes.
just throw them all in like that. Look at that.
Yes.
How easy could that be? How easy could that be, right? And then we actually use, this is a 400 gram bottle of tomato puree, right? We're going to use about half of that and just put it straight in, just straight in. We have to make sure that everything is level here and flat, because we're going to cover everything with water, just water, not too much. Okay, we can see here that the pasta is just barely covered with ingredients. We need a little bit of oil, probably 50 mils of oil.
Yes, well,
And basically all you really have to do, bring on the lid, put it on the stove for about 12 to 15 minutes. Call your friends over and your dinner's ready. Guys, we're back at the stove. We had this in the back stove because we were doing something else. So we brought it here. This is our pasta cooking now. It's been cooking for about 12 minutes. We checked it. It's time now to add the prawns, but we had a creative discussion during the break that we wanted to add some garlic and some chili, which we already chopped here and have it all ready to go. Josie happened to have some chili growing in the garden, so we fetched it. We'll put it here. We're going to give it a bit of an oomph. That's the versatility of pasta, guys. You can put anything you like in there, anything you like. So we just add that chili and garlic here. It's also time now to add the prawns because we have 2 or 3 minutes of remaining cooking time. We don't want to cook them too long because the prawns tend to get tough and they're not very pleasant to eat. So we'll put them in now. We give them a little bit of a stir. And once that's done, in about 2 minutes, we'll be back here to have our pasta. Josie is making even more ridiculous claims. She told me that she can cook frozen steak, solid as a rock, straight into this. It's a T-bone steak, and apparently this apparently are sausages. I can't really tell because they're all frozen. And she's actually going to cook them straight into this without any oil.
just to put it like that?
Just like that.
Yes. Then if you will, you can fit that one too.
Josie, the claims are getting more elaborate. Let's hope this one works.
Okay, and we can fit that.
Okay, this apparently, like I said before, looks like a pack of sausages. It's completely frozen. And we'll see, okay?
Yeah.
We'll see. Put the lid.
Revolutionary.
The lid again.
Yes.
The lid again.
The lid.
Okay. The lid goes
What
on.
I told you on the phone? The lid.
Then if you want some veg, use the other lid, eh?
Yes, exactly.
And at the same time,
Yes.
you cook the steak, you cook your veg. By the time the guys are sitting on the table, they have dinner.
They got it dinner.
But I've got to see this to believe it because
Bye.
now this is a more difficult challenge because that's frozen.
That's
I'll
frozen.
say something as a chef too. You can defrost the meat in the fridge, and when you come home, the meat will be ready. But most of the juices will be on the plate.
Exactly.
Most of the
You
goodness.
lose all of the
Yeah.
nutrition.
What you're doing here, and if it works, because I haven't seen it yet, the juices are actually in here.
Yes.
And if your claim is correct, then we have another lid.
Yes.
We can do some veggies, so we have our fiber intake
Yes, exactly.
taken care of as well.
Yes, we can do that, and then we got a steak and a veggie all in one go.
Excellent.
Imagine to you, but you already
Thank you.
got that.
Well, my mind is working
Yes.
because the last 3 dishes you did, you proved a very good point. I have my doubts about this one, but we'll see.
Well, we will see on the
We'll
end.
see. We come back in a minute?
Yes.
Okay. 5 minutes in isolation, guys, waiting for this to defrost. I take the lid off. Meat's been cooking. It's been basically defrosting on low. We're about to turn it on high, but look at the same thing with the sausages.
Like the barbecue.
Yeah. So put the lid back on, and with any good protein meat dish, we need to have some fiber, guys. We have some frozen veggies here. I have 2 knobs of garlic here. They are the single garlic knobs. I'm going to leave them whole and cook the garlic with the veg. Some people like to eat the garlic bulb when it's cooked.
We just put the lid on.
Need I ask?
The lid.
Put the lid on.
Yes.
Put the lid on. I wish I could put the lid in my mouth.
And remember,
So stop talking so much.
And remember, Luis,
Yes.
there is Italian-made, Italian product.
Of course. This is the Ferrari in the kitchen, isn't it?
Exactly. You said it.
Thank you. Just have a look at this. Look at the flexibility. See, that's not a dry product. That's actually a well-prepared and cooked product. All we need to do is put the lid back on, is it?
Yes.
Of course. What else? Put the lid back on. That is the lid again.
That's the lid.
I wonder what else you can do with this. I mean, if you can do all these things.
The revolution in your kitchen.
You know, I'm sure we can find some more users, eh?
That is just, you're going to think a revolution in your kitchen. A revolution.
Fantastic. I can see the results already.
You
That's
can see.
very, very good. Yeah. I'm now 99.9% convinced. I just got to taste it, that's all. But I know it's tender. Let's go. Reveal it, please. Look what we started. This was a piece of frozen sausage and a piece of frozen steak. But have a look at how flexible it is. This is tender, guys. This is beautiful.
That's be about,
Okay.
in both sides, it was about
Yeah,
12 minutes
on both sides. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Perfect. And here's our barbecue. And we did it while we had a conversation with our beautiful audience. And we enjoyed a beautiful glass of wine. Look at that. I can smell it out here. It's so beautiful. And here we are. We had a fantastic day so far, but now she makes even more elaborate claims that she's going to put a pizza in a pot. Can you ever heard this before, a pizza in a pot? Okay.
Well, I did it before, and then I wanted to show you, and then you can give me your approval.
I mean,
Okay.
I must admit, so far you convinced me about a pizza in a pot with a lid.
Well, and that's can be happen now. Okay.
Enlighten
I already
me,
got
please.
my oven ready there, but
That's
we
not
need
an oven,
to.
that's a lid.
Well, we need an oven now. So my lid, it's a turning oven.
It becomes an oven.
Yes,
Right,
it
okay.
become an oven.
So how do
now,
we do that?
Okay, now you see this one? That's still, we used that before,
Yes,
okay?
that's
We've
right.
been cooking
We used
and
it, yeah, for frying
now,
and-
yes. Now I want you to turn that on an oven like that one. Can you do that,
I
Louis?
think I can, because before the cameras were rolling, you saw,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we take and we hold the bottom here.
Yes.
Okay.
So turn everything apart.
Yes.
Because remember, that's a double face.
Yes.
Yeah.
You take all the assembly
Yeah.
from the top here.
Yeah.
Comes off.
Yes.
Right? Including this little washer
Yes.
here.
Turn that upside
Turn it
down.
upside down like this.
Yeah.
And assemble the whole thing in reverse.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So the next thing is the silicone.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
The next thing is
The umbrella.
The umbrella.
Yeah. And then the trips.
And of course the knob.
Yes.
Okay. And now
And you see that's look like that one now.
it does. It's just like mini me, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So now we have not one oven, but
We got
two
two.
ovens.
We got a large oven and a smaller
small
oven. Okay.
Okay. So let's
Now
proceed
we're going.
with the pizza.
Yes, we're going to do a larger pizza and a smaller pizza. We're going to do a family pizza
So
and a smaller
and a
pizza.
pizza bambini.
Yes,
Bravo.
it's a bambino.
Okay,
Yes.
bravo.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Let's go now.
Last dish for today. I must admit, I am very full. I am very impressed. And now, like I mentioned before, you claiming that you're going to cook a pizza in a pot with a lid on top. Mate, that's incredible. You also taught me what to do. Here we have some tomato puree with
Yeah.
some fresh oregano and some chili.
You just spread that around.
Just put it on the
We got here what you already said
pomodoro,
before,
yes.
the pomodoro. We put it there. You can put all of the topping, whatever you like. Okay. Now, what I'm going to show you here today, Luis, it's just a simple pizza. Pizza margherita.
pizza margherita.
Yes. So we got here the tomato. Okay. And you can use, if you have very ripe tomato,
Yes.
you can slice the tomato very, very thin.
Thinly, yes,
And then you put all over fresh tomato.
Beautiful. Instead
Okay,
of the pomodoro.
Instead of the pomodoro.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now we put here mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella, my favorite.
Okay. And then you will see if I make easy,
Sure,
or you
sure,
can
sure,
tell how easy it is to make a pizza
It
this
is,
day.
and also, I mean, if you're price conscious, this is really cheap.
Exactly.
It's so cheap.
Yeah. There is.
You can fit
Yes.
3 or 4 people with it.
Yes. And that's so easy to make. And look what that's look like.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. Look at that. It
Yes.
looks good. It looks
Yes.
good enough to eat now, and it's never cooked.
Yes. Just now, what do? We will put, of course, our soup lid on, the
Here comes
revolution
the-
in
here
the
comes the
kitchen,
lid again.
because that's an oven now.
course.
And we remove that from that, and we place that there.
Okay.
And then In 10 minutes, we got our pizza ready. Yes, whole meat pies. Yes.
Okay. So what we do, we just push the dough in there
Yes.
and spread
Just
it
you
around.
spread them out.
Here's our pizza. I like to perforate the base a little bit, just like that.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, because it allows more sauce.
The
to get
air.
through, allows air and allows it to be more crisp. So I'll just perforate a little bit with a fork. We use our pomodoro. Pomodoro is tomato for Italian.
Paste. Yeah.
I just love using my very limited Italian around Italian, so I put too much, I think. And it smells wonderful too, doesn't it? Let's go
Really
and
good.
taste it.
Yes.
Let's taste it. Let's go. You know, the truth is in the tasting. So, okay.
So you're going to decorate a little bit?
Yeah, we'll put some
Yeah.
mozzarella on top. Mozzarella is always added last because it helps to bind the ingredients together. You don't want to put it on the bottom because everything will float on the top. Is that right?
Yes.
So we use it as a cover, and it holds everything together. And you cut the pizza, and nothing falls off. It's just nicely bonded together. You know what? I can actually smell it before it's cooked.
Yes.
It smells good.
Smell
good.
really
It smells like a
fantastic.
barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you see, you can feel like it's so, everything gets a natural smell from what
Yes.
we're doing. Yes. Okay. That's
Here
here.
we go.
Yes.
Oh, no. Here.
Yes. You're going to do the job because you started, you're going to
Guys,
finish.
Look at these guys.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the pizza. It's ready. It's nice. It's crisp. It's cooked.
Pick that to put it over there.
And we have some leftovers here. I think the proof is in the taste, isn't it? So,
Look really
yeah, it
good.
looks all right. So, back we are, 5 minutes later. We had some leftover dough.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going to put it because we're full, but lid off, please. And here is what we've actually come up with, some leftover dough. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that absolutely astounding? Have a look at that. Leftover dough. And of course, you can call it mini bread rolls, I suppose.
Yes, a
yeah?
mini bread roll, yeah.
Let's have a little bit of a summary of what we've done today, okay? We've got this device here that I was really doubtful when I walked in here, of course, but not only you managed to convince me about the usefulness and versatility of this product, but I want to get one with me when I leave today.
You're right.
So far you told me that you cook everything in a pot, right?
I don't use
With
my
a lid?
oven anymore.
With just a lid. You use very little oil or you use no oil at all. You can actually bake, you can steam, you can fry. What else can you do?
Everything you need to
Everything
do.
you need to do in the kitchen, exactly. You do all the major functions here. You save money, you save electricity. You only use one dish. I remember when we cooked the pasta. We cooked the pasta here, and we only put it on the plate, really, just to present it. You didn't have to do that, did you? Just take it straight to the table and just put it on the plate. Is that right?
And you've got less pots.
There's so many gadgets these days, you know. There's so much rubbish, and you say, well, here's another lady with another gadget. But, you know, sounds so lovely, I'm going to have a look. No, it's not the case. It's true. It works. Have a look. Try it for yourself.
Yes.
You're really not going to walk out of the presentation without wanting one of these things. Really.
I agree
I
with
firmly believe that. I think this is a cause for celebration, you know. Let's celebrate. I think I've got
Let's
some.
celebrate.
I like some
I
red
drink
wine.
white wine and you drink red. So,
Salute.
salute
To the lid.
to the leads to
Yeah.
the revolution in the kitchen.
That's right.